Hello folks, welcome to a Walkie Talkie. I'm hopefully going to be dispensing some good news. Now, you know, you've seen me cover the whole Ukraine versus Russia war / money bank Zelensky scenario. Well, after that bit of a temper tantrum with Donald Trump, right, he actually admitted that he was wrong in taking the stance that he did, and he was welcome to take another opportunity to answer the question. Now, I would love to hear the war ending, because it's absolutely idiotic, right? A 3-year war has costed millions of lives, millions of buildings, millions of towns. Well, not millions of towns, but millions of, well, thousands of towns is probably more accurate. But you're getting where I'm coming from. It's unnecessarily costed lots in terms of life, cities, and people in general. It's getting to the point where it's tiring. I mean, Vladimir was actually saying that he was ready to start peace talks probably about a month ago, and there's a reason why. It's because his money bag is getting a wee bit empty, and the only person that seems to be filling it is Weird Starmer, right? In that contract with the devil, Weird Starmer had signed $3 billion a year, every year for 100 years. That must have been written and or signed in a moment of total insanity, because that $3 billion a year, every year for 100 years could actually end up, you know, rebuilding the NHS from it being a shithole to something that we can hold with pride again. The West Coast and the East Coast main lines, and then there's also other lines like London, Paddington to Bristol. Needs a lot of work. There's a lot of railway lines in the UK, in fact, that are basically held together with sticky tape and glue and hopes and dreams, when in actual fact it needs some hardcore maintenance done in fast. But yeah, the peace talks and the first occasion that featured Donald Trump fell to fuckery, let's be honest. It was an absolute joke. Not on Trump's side, might I say. Mr. Zelensky having a bit of a temper tantrum. But ultimately, you know, as I said before, he's rethought things and willing to sit and talk to Trump about peace. And I tell you something, if Trump does deliver peace, there's going to be a lot of egg in a lot of people's faces, and mainly SJWs, the left Wafa, the Leferati and all that stuff. They're going to have to go, oh, actually, he isn't a big cunt that we thought he was. You know, and that's just the way things go. Sometimes, you know, when you first meet someone, you think, he's a total fucking arsehole. And then when you sit and catch his vibe for long enough, it's like, wait a minute, he's not the arsehole we all thought. That's the story of my life, by the way. Yeah. I'm eagerly looking forward to hearing the end of this war, this 3-year ludicrosity. It's ludicrous. It's pointless. It serves nothing apart from an excuse to fill Moneybag Zelensky's begging cup through Weird Starmer. Anyway, now on to another bit of news. Right, and I'm going to try and get this video up on the web quite quickly because I'm going to be going into editing mode sometime very soon for the next episode of Ventures. Location, I'm not telling you. But one thing, it was good during the production of Ventures, this episode, I was actually talking to a bus driver who was quite a big fan of travel logs, and especially travel logs that feature things like National Express, Flixbus, Ember. And when he got to that end bit, was it called the terminal part, right? He had his break, but whilst he was on the break, he gave me a wee piece of paper to write a YouTube channel URL upon, and he said he's going to be watching the videos when he gets home. I told him the channel is what do you call a kind of multi-subject channel, you know, it's not just like Ventures episodes. I told him about the Walkie Talkie, I told him about things like one van and one camera, and they really did sound very, very enthused about it, which was really nice. And it was just nice generally chatting to someone about YouTubing and traveloguing and stuff like that, you know. And driver, if you're watching somehow, hello there. Maybe I'll be on the bus sometime soon, but yeah, the editing time for all who are curious, if all goes well, 6 days. This is editing between work and my kind of normal life, you know. I would say 6 days. And the Ventures episodes tend to be up as close to the 16th of every month. Between December and February, Ventures episodes don't get filmed or edited. It's like a wee break. But anywho, yeah, this is a part near Woodlands Road. But yeah, I'm just generally looking forward to getting into this edit, because I've watched what you call the rushes, as in the raw footage, and it looks reasonable. It actually looks reasonable. Computer 2, as in the laptop's still down, so hopefully I'll get as much time on the home computer to get this thing done, dusted and up. Always remember Walkie Talkie, Rumble, sorry, tongue tied. Anyway, Walkie Talkie, Ventures, or my other products are available on the YouTube and Rumble. I see there's a lot more kind of straightforwardness when it comes to Rumble, but YouTube is the go-to and always will go to, and that's where some of my shorts that I was talking about are found. Yeah, bus driver was talking to me about you know, short 10-second clip videos, and they're shorts, and yeah, I do have a few of them floating about. Not often, because it's hard to, let's say, put something to a 10-second video, 10 seconds of video, unless you're jacked up on cans of Red Bull, the creative flow, whatever does come to you doesn't meet the 10-second threshold. But ultimately I do get quite a lot of enjoyment out of travel logs. It's easy enough to kind of build a narrative from that, you know, like let's say 12 to 15 minute video, and that's your travel log. Then you can work you can start working around it. And yeah, see this wee bit here, that wee doorway, that was known to be because of the flood of Glasgow Central. Very, very historic moment that happened there, and the fact that the flood was able to be resolved within maybe like a couple months. It was a serious flood. It flooded Central Station right out. The water was up to about 6 foot high, and trains are significantly damaged, but the significantly damaged trains were able to be recovered, says Wikipedia. I cite my sources. But anywho, yeah, I just want to kind of wrap up things anew. That's a very famous coffee shop, might I say. But anyway, yeah, general notes. I'm looking forward to the end of this war thing. I'm looking forward to peace. And I'm looking forward to editing together the next Adventures episode, which should be absolutely fantastic. So I'll catch you all later, and me lovely long time.